Hello, I am Miss Biagini. I am so happy that your child is in my class. So, this is our virtual back to school night. I'm just going to go over a few things, how to find things on Canvas, how attendance and grades work, all the good stuff. So, seems to be a little bit confusing for students. Attendance during distance learning is on a 24-hour cycle, so it starts at midnight and goes all the way to 11:59 the next day. Kids could be present by attending a Zoom meeting, emailing me, or working on an assignment in Canvas. If it's a synchronous day, so they have those 2 days a week, attending the Zoom meeting is the first choice. If it's an asynchronous day, if they can just work on their asynchronous assignment on Canvas, that would be my first choice for them. The Zoom meeting is available for them during an asynchronous day, the day they work by themselves. They can always check in with me. I'm available, but I would rather them, if they know what they're doing, to just work on their assignment. But they can always check in with me for help or to just to just check in. If you ever want to know how a student checked in, either on a synchronous or asynchronous day, you can send me an email and I've got a record of it. I keep a big spreadsheet. So grades is another place I wanted to clarify. So I will record grades in Synergy from the assignments and tests and labs and quizzes that they do in Canvas. So Canvas is where they do their work. Synergy is where I record their grades. They don't speak to each other directly, so I have to physically enter in the grades, okay? Some kids are looking at their grade on Canvas and they think they have a great grade, but really their grade is being recorded in Synergy and maybe quite a bit different. So at the end of every week, I will update the grades on Synergy from their grades in Canvas. And so that's when they should expect an update, unless they really did a bunch of work and they want me to upgrade. Unless they email me and tell me that they want me to update their grades, I can do that. I'm just trying not to do it all the time. I've recently added the phrase synergy grade to their assignments on Canvas because kids are getting confused about what counts and what doesn't count. So I tried to make it more transparent for them. Not to say the practice problems that we do in class are not important, but I'm not putting everything in the gradebook. So I'm trying to be really clear what's going in the gradebook in Synergy. So look for that red phrase, synergy grade. So how do things get weighted? 10% on their progress checks, their little check-in quizzes that they do at the end of each of their asynchronous lessons. There's also current events where they read an article about science or chemistry and they write a review of it. And then there are test projects and labs that are worth 75% of their grade. So that's the bulk of their grade. And the goal is that the progress checks allow them to see if they're understanding the material they're going to be tested on for that chapter. Lab safety is 5% of their grade, or I'm not sure how that's going to work with us not being at school, but we'll figure out an assignment to put in that category. Okay, that's the last slide. So let me show you over on Canvas what it looks like from a student's point of view. When they log on, they'll have home, announcements, modules, formative syllabus, and pivot over here. To know what they're doing each week, they want to check their weekly announcements to see what they're doing in chemistry. And the Zoom links are there for each day. Every day they should expect an assignment. So let's look at the week that we're currently in. And this is for fourth period. If they look at Monday, it's an asynchronous lesson, and they would have a lesson and a progress check. So they click on those, watch the video, and then the progress check will be a little quiz. So see how it says synergy grade right there? Right there. So that means that that counts. So they need to make sure that they do that. And they need to be aware that the progress checks, they get 3 chances at it so that they can retake a quiz that they maybe didn't fully grasp to begin with. The synchronous days, there'll be a Zoom link, and then we will do something together. And they a lot of times we'll do practice problems or labs. So practice problems, you'll notice there's not a synergy grade here, but it allows me to see how they're working out their problems because um, there's a lot of setup in the problems that they're going to do in chemistry. It's a lot of math and it's a lot of very specific ways we want them to do it. So during those synchronous lessons, I can actually watch them work and give them feedback. Another example of a synchronous day would be we're going to do an online virtual lab. So their participation is going to be very important, and that will be put into Synergy. Since it's their first time using this website, participation is going to be what gets them their grade. So again, I'm trying to be super clear what the day is, what the Zoom link is, and what is being graded. So I hope that helps you understand how chemistry works. Again, a student ever gets confused about what they're doing in chemistry, tell them to go to the weekly announcements. It says it on the homepage. It says it many, many times. Emailing me is the best way to get a hold of me. I check my email constantly. And if you are a parent with a concern or a student with a concern, I will get back to you as soon as I can. If for some strange reason I don't get back to you within 24 hours, send me another email. But that would be very rare. All right. Thank you and have a great night.